Hey, it's Robert here from Dark Raven Wargaming. So, I just bought these base adapters from Green Stuff World and thought I might as well do a review since they're highly relevant for several games. Now, here's a pair of 80mm unpacked. There's 5 bottom pieces and 5 top. The first thing you do is to break off the corners on the top parts. The small center rings are for magnets, but I skipped that part. So basically, you will glue the corners from the top piece on the bottom piece. Now, I did glue like a 1/2 mil outside though. I simply wanted some space to make attaching and detaching easier. Then one thing you shouldn't miss before gluing is to file these sprue parts from manufacturing, cause it would be quite bothersome to fix it after. And here's the 80mm finished. I think it turned out great. And I do know there's 75 on the entry, but I could neither find a base nor base adapter in that size. And in my opinion, it's an insignificant difference. Then after, I tested a 60mm. And looking at it before gluing, it doesn't have any space whatsoever. So firstly, I filed the whole inside on all of them. And then secondly, I still placed the corners a bit outside. So in total, it looks about a mil in each direction. And here's the 60mm finished. Now, obviously, if you intend to glue it and have the base on permanently, you don't need as much space. But I would still suggest a test. Just place your base on a bottom piece and see for yourself how it will turn out. Now, one thing to think about is the 3mm thickness. Because even though most bases from Citadel is 3mm, the round bases are actually not. Now, obviously, you're meant to use their own bases, which is all 3mm. But reality is that many of us won't. And another thing to mention is that the edges are super tiny. So before priming, I cut about 2mm on each, because they would probably break anyways eventually, and I'd rather do it symmetric and clean. And as a last tip, here's how you can use them for an oval base. So this here is a 120 by 92 on an 80mm. So as you can see, I skipped the rear 2 corners. And then I cut the front 2, same as before. Now, to summarize, here's my conclusion. It's definitely a good product at a very reasonable price, but it does have room for a few improvements. However, with a bit of work, painting and basing, I actually love how it turned out. So that's all for this one. I hope you found it helpful.